This is bookcase number 9 in my bookshelf porn series.
This is Webster's Standard Dictionary. I don't know. I seem to collect a lot of dictionaries. The Penguin Roget's Thesaurus. My Brain Hurts by Liz Bailey. This is a fun comic. Flow My Tears, said the policeman said, by Philip K. Dick. It's a little book about the Grand Canyon photographs. And a book on Georges Braque. And this is a 1940s hardback collection of Barnaby. Bertrand Russell's The Problems of Philosophy. One of my heroes. Another of my heroes, this is Dan DeCarlo 2, the book of his pinup work. Woo! The Best of Gahan Wilson. And this is a copy of the Holy Bible that was presented to me in 1967. This is an Ace paperback edition of Pellucidar by Edgar Rice Burroughs with a Roy G. Crinkle cover. 10 Hour of Pellucidar by Edgar Rice Burroughs, also with a crinkle cover. This is Tarzan at the Earth's Core by Edgar Rice Burroughs with a Frank Frazetta cover. Back to the Stone Age by Edgar Rice Burroughs with a Roy G. Crinkle cover. And The Cave Girl, Edgar Rice Burroughs Ace Edition with a great Roy G. Crinkle cover. One-Legged Dancer by Pamela Lichtuk. The Shape of Content by Ben Shahn. I would recommend this book to any artist. It really gave me a lot of insights that helped me with my work. The Materials of the Artist. This book may seem a bit archaic, but there's a lot of really cool information. Between Time and Timbuktu, or Prometheus 5, A Space Fantasy by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. True Grit by Charles Portis. Relativity, The Special and General Theory, A Clear Explanation That Anyone Can Understand by Albert Einstein. Boosting the Mind's Eye, Visualizing for Social and Emotional Intelligence. 20th edition of Speedball textbook, From Pen to Brush Lettering. The Heart of Thoreau's Journals. Tadin by Henry David Thoreau. Whitehead and Russell's Principia Mathematica to number 56. There's so much I could say about this book. I did a whole blog about it. It's really weird. And this is Tintin, Hergé and His Creation, a biography by Harry Thompson. Very cool book. Logic Comics, An Epic Search for Truth, which is a comic book about philosophy and philosophers. Little Lulu, Sunday Afternoon. Little Lulu, Lulu Takes a Trip. And Little Lulu, Lulu Goes Shopping. Pogo by Walt Kelly. I Go Pogo by Walt Kelly. The Pogo Papers by Walt Kelly. Dear President Johnson, a book of letters kids wrote to the president, selected by Bill Adler, and illustrated by Charles M. Schulz. Cartooning, Philosophy and Practice by Ivan Brunetti. Mighty Mite, The Ear Mite by Tony Millionaire. Tim Biscuit, The Jackson 500, Volume 1. The Portable Dawn by Joseph Linsner. 40 Cartoon Books of Interest by Seth. This was included with, comics art. It was like a little inclusion. These are Crazy and Ignatz, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, reprinting daily strips in a very tiny format. Voices of Africa, Its Words and People. It's a very cool, tiny book. And this is a set of Viewmaster reels for The Amazing Spider-Man. 21 Stereo Pictures. This is an Evanescence CD called The Bitter Truth, illustrated or autographed by Amy Lee. Banana Sunday, a graphic novel by Paul Tobin and illustrated by Colleen Coover. This is Awesome, an anthology comic book published by one of my favorite extinct podcasts, the Indie Spinner Rack. The Slings and Arrow Comics Guide, which is interesting. It's not a price guide, but it talks about the quality of the comic books. Quiddity by Dan Solomon, who worked at a comic shop that I used to go to, and he did a blog that he then published as this little booklet, and he told me I mentioned in it. George MacDonald Fraser, Mr. American. This was a book that I enjoyed very much. Principles of Mathematics by Bertrand Russell. Rascal by Sterling North. I believe that this was the second book that I ever read. This is the autobiography of Bertrand Russell, Volume 1. Bertrand Russell, An Inquiry into the Meaning of Truth. The Conquest of Happiness by Bertrand Russell. Webster's 21st Century Dictionary. This is, they were looking ahead. This book, this is the 1993 edition. Stonehead Simplified. This is like a little tourist brochure. A manual on simple perspective, written and illustrated by L.A. Doust. This is my dog-eared copy of Lampierre's Classical Dictionary. Very fun book. Candide by Voltaire. I recommend this book to everyone. It's hilarious. Alfred North Whitehead, The Aims of Education. And A Preface to Logic by Maurice Raphael Cohn. Ecce Excelum. It's Latin I can't pronounce. It's a book on astronomy. Another early book I read, Kim by Rudyard Kipling. The Story of Mathematics by Richard Mankiewicz.
This has been Shelf 9 of my Bookshelf Porn series. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, then like it.